talk a little bit about the speed at which this has happened previously. So, for example, I know
Yeah.
somebody who lived in a country where there was hyperinflation. It literally happened in 60 days, right? It went from everything's
Yeah.
fine to bam, hundreds of percent of inflation. Explain a little bit as to why you think this kind of combination of historical hyperinflation and the speed at which it happens, combined with what I call the digital catastrophe, right? This kind of
Yes.
speed of information and action can then almost accelerate at an even faster pace.
That's right. So first is hyperinflation table, right? Look at the speed of this. This is hours to days, right? It's really, 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 really fast. Okay. Second is the digital bank run, right? So here is actually, right? Social media driven bank run killed Credit Suisse. 10 billion in a day. 12th deposit SVB collapsed from asset size of 550 billion. CEO blames Twitter, right? Social media rumor. Okay. So basically digital bank runs they're not built for that. All Dodd-Frank assumes people come in person, right? So the system isn't set up for something from this angle, right? So one is that hyperinflation. Third is just look at, some of these stocks, right? First Republic Bank here, look, this was like pretty legit bank for a long time, seemingly, right? Look at that. Is that see, it's continuous, and thought that they were getting really rich and then dead, right? Everybody knew that this was fake, but it's like kind of accelerating your entire life and then ending it. That's what the Fed did, It's like, just look at that, what that felt like going from that to that, right? That's the printing and that's the, rate hiking. And like, I'm not saying this is a normal business cycle, but they went bananas and so the thing is, that's First Republic. All right. Here is, Silicon Valley Bank. Right. Look at that. Again, it's continuous and it's just digital and dead at the end. Okay. Here is the so-called discount window. And again, they make all this stuff, give all these various names. So look at this. This looks like, here's another thing. It's like, there's like some little wrinkles and so on. And then that's 2008. This is Corona. Discount window is already just far beyond anything. There's a little bit of, kind of thing. This is just, does that look like a normal graph?
No, of course not. And then also, I think that there's another piece to this whole thesis that hasn't really been called out a lot. Is like the central bankers learned a playbook in 2008. They perfected it during coronavirus 2020. And now it's like they're in the big leagues. And when they see that fastball coming down the middle of the plate, they can swing with all their might. And so, as you see in this chart here, like they're swinging. They just gave back a third of everything they sold off their balance sheet in a year. They gave it back in literally 1 week.
I think it's half of all the QT in one, right? This is the last screenshot. Who knows? It's at like 5x that by now. Who knows, right? And they also, by the way, they lie like they breathe, right? Because every single thing they say, you have to like translate Fed speak, where it's like, they lie in certain ways where if you're, I'll give a great example. Like, okay, look at this, right? March 12th, we're only going to print 25 billion. Now it's 2 trillion 4 days later. How about that? And what it actually is infinity.